I say, if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Mana. I'm a clairaudient tarot card reader, so I listen to music when I am looking at cards. Of course, I don't own the rights to any of them. It's just a random shuffle from one of my playlists. So the first song up for this evening is Mazzy or Maisie Star Into Dust. So I have quite a few tarot cards already pulled out for you guys. I'm guessing that since I'm thinking Oracle that I may pull some for you, but at this time I don't have any. So I'm just going to jump straight in for you. So the first two cards that you guys got for this evening are the reverse Four of Wands and the reverse Ace of Pentacles. So basically this is a situation. Some of you guys may still be in this situation. It's not a happy situation, that's for sure. It had you guys postponing a lot of things in your life. It may have involved some narrow-minded people constantly giving you their opinion, and their opinion was one of disapproval. So if you were a person that was trying to think outside of the box and, go against the crowd, you were surrounded by a lot of people, or maybe one person that just wasn't very open-minded, couldn't think outside of the box, and whenever you would try to, they would basically put you down or show some sign of disapproval. Ultimately, that ended up making you have some type of financial loss. That's your reverse Ace of Pentacles. Wasted potential, an unstable situation. There wasn't very much planning. It seems like the situation was more into the materialism or the greed, more into money than they were about supporting you and whatever your talents and your abilities were. It made you become very insecure about yourself with their disapproving opinions. So after that, you guys got 5 cards all on the side, decisions. The first 3, the Death card, the Knight of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. So like I said, when they land on the side, I read it as a choice or a decision for you guys. So at this point in time, the Death card, whenever it pops up, it means it's closure time. It's time for one cycle to end and a new one to begin. Is that where you want to be with this situation? With this person that has been putting you down, stifling you, and not letting you ultimately live up to your potential? Every time you had an idea or something, no. Are you going to let that go, let that end, and finally start transitioning, transforming your life? Or are you going to still stay in the situation out of fear, repeating a negative pattern with these people? That's what the Death card is for you. The King of Swords basically is change. So are you going to carry on? Go into your spiritual awakening, start working on yourself so you can seize all these opportunities and these changes that are going to happen, because change is going to happen whether you want it to or not. It can be a positive thing or it can continue to be a negative thing. As mentioned, a cycle, repetitive cycle. And that's what the reverse Death is. That's the choice you have to make if you want to keep going through the cycle, the karmic cycle with this person. Because, of course, reverse Knight of Swords, more missed opportunities, your life getting more out of control, opportunities and people starting to leave you behind. And in that situation, there's a very rude and hurtful person involved. Just someone that is opposed to all of your plans and wants to upset them. And that is the reverse Four of Wands energy, the disapproval. Or are you going to go into your upright Knight of Swords energy and start accepting these opportunities when they come to you? And some of those opportunities are going to come to you by way of new people. It warns against impulsiveness. So, of course, discernment. This is where you're going to have to start using that intuition and wisdom, because you guys do have the owl with you, the spirit animal at this time. Last night's reading, they came back. So you need to start using that. Your intuition is going to be your best asset at this point in time, instead of listening to this exterior person. So are you going to start moving away from them and start making decisive choices for yourself so you can ultimately get what you want? Because that is what the upright position is. If you don't get away from it, because here's the Five of Cups, you can either move forward. When it's in the reverse, it means that you're ready to move forward. You've accepted the loss. You're accepting help from new people, starting your healing journey, and getting back into the world again. This is evanescence, going under. Or are you going to continue to go under and have more disappointment, more sorrow, in a situation to where all you can focus on is the negative, because it's all you're surrounded by, constantly thinking about the past and the nostalgia about how life was before this happened, or the nostalgia of the dream that they sold you, the illusion, how it was nice in the beginning, you know? But if you stay in that situation, it's just going to bring you more sadness, more emotional pain, lots of remorse and regret. You're going to go through the cycle just to ultimately, at the end of all of it, be pushed into a situation to where you're going to have to let go. Something drastic is going to happen to make you have a perspective that you can't ignore anymore. Because, like I said, this is a repetitive cycle. This isn't something that just popped up for you guys. This is something that has been going on for a while, and not necessarily with just one person. It could be a behavior, some healing that you need to do so you don't continue to attract the same situations to you. You need to start learning from your past. That's the choice that you have right now. Stay in the situation with that previous person that has a very loud opinion about what you should be doing with your life. Doesn't sound like they're giving you the best advice. Or are you going to move forward, start on your spiritual transformation, tap into your wisdom and your intuition, and start moving forward with your life, accepting new opportunities, new people, new ways of getting help? Because here's the finances popping back up again. Same. On this side, a choice for you. You can either start moving forward and be patient, knowing that you are now starting to build your foundation back up because you're persevering through your situation. There may be some unexpected sources of income. It mentions that time is starting to heal you, and you're finding reliable people to surround yourself with, some trustworthy people for a change. Probably because you're ready to get out there and put that type of energy out there. That's probably exactly what type of person you are. And this situation over here for a while had you probably not believing in people too much. Maybe keeping yourself away from other people because of the situation, isolating yourself maybe a little bit too much. Because this previous situation, you guys gave a lot, super generous. But your generosity ended up making you have a lot of problems. And as I mentioned before, these are Pentacle cards. So some of you guys may at this time be dealing with some bills, some debt. But this other energy that I was previously talking about, this person, this group of people, whatever the situation is for you, there is a lot of selfishness. They just don't care about how it's affecting you at all. They're very greedy. This could be a job situation because it says you're being underpaid, or that could also just have to do with a relationship, you not feeling valued. This person or this situation has not inspired you to do very much of anything, which is why you've been missing out on these opportunities, specifically financial opportunities. And if they have been giving you a disapproving opinion this entire time, especially about your gifts and your abilities and your talents, yeah, they're a very difficult person. So you're dealing with a very stubborn person. It's kind of seems like that whole my way or the highway type energy. But you have reverse King of Cups at this time, which is saying that they have been giving you some bad advice. Maybe even possibly scheming in the background. It even says fraud. So they have had their hand all up in the finances. You may be even dealing with someone that has some type of addiction. They could be an alcoholic or have some type of drug addiction, but they're very selfish. So that may be a way, and this, of course, take it as it resonates. It's not going to apply to everybody, but you guys may have been dealing with someone that had an addiction problem, and that's how you've been losing the money all this time. They've been lying about what they've been doing with the money, which is now why you have unexplained bills popping up that have not been paid because the money has not been allocated the right way. So this person, bad news. You have reverse Four of Cups card at this time, which is basically saying that at this point in time, your eyes are starting to open up. You realize that they had you an upright Four of Cups, which means that they had you looking at all of the illusions down at the bottom, all the shiny objects, while the very thing that you wanted was right in front of your face, but you couldn't seize the opportunity because you were investing in all of this other stuff down here. This person, this situation. But they pushed you into a situation because this unhappy situation where you guys have been losing the money, you have the choice now. The choice is right here for you. What are you going to do with it? If you choose to move forward and start accepting help from other people and getting out into the world, people that resonate and vibrate with you, 1, 2, 3, 4, the ascension, going up. You are heading up. This energy, this situation and this person, that is low vibrational negative energy. And the more you stick around it, the more it's just going to keep pulling you down. One of the cards told you, you're just going to focus on the negativity because that is all you're going to be surrounded by. The Five of Cups. If you don't get out of that situation, just more disappointment. If you take the steps to move forward, then you can start seeing what you've been missing out on. What's been sitting in front of your face the entire time. Your potential. The things that you want, your passion. Now is the time for you to go after that instead of listening to the person that was in the background giving you their opinion. And it might not have even been an opinion that you wanted, but they were there to give it to you. They were there to try to dim your light. So, and this is Meg Myers' remake of Running Up That Hill. This is just a situation that you just really don't need to be a part of. And you may be scared to get out of this situation. But as I've said, and the cards have said many times, the longer that you stay there, the more you're going to be sacrificing yourself, your time, your money, your potential, your mental health, basically. This is non-point, alive and kicking. So I'm going to put these back into tarot and see what it has to say for you guys at this point in time. If you are still here, thank you for being here, my OGs. Glad you're back. New people, hopefully you're hearing or seeing something that makes you want to subscribe and come back and hang around sometimes. But hopefully, if you are taking some insight from this, you're realizing that it's time. Some of you guys may have already started taking steps in that direction, and congratulations and good for you. Reverse Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that lack of independence and stability. Reckless spending again and shady investments. So this is a repeat of what the cards are saying. This sounds like a codependent situation or a relationship. Very reckless spending. You guys are missing out on a lot of money. Time to use your intuition, though. As mentioned before, you guys are in that owl energy right now. So the Page of Cups is telling you to use your intuition at this point in time. Also, to find love in yourself and comfort in yourself. Possibly speaking to a sensitive person, introverted. Yes, with the owl energy, you introverts out there. As mentioned before, do not fall into the negative aspect of the owl, which is overly isolating yourself. Do not let this situation do that to you. 1555, 5 are big changes, and you just got 5 and 3 times. So that's great for you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read it for you in the angel book. So 555, there is a sign, repeat numbers, synchronicity for you guys. Huge changes are rumbling throughout your entire life. To keep these changes on the highest possible course, be sure to keep your thoughts positive and stay centered in prayer and affirmation. So that, as well as using your intuition, you should start seeing some cooperative people come into your life. Some of you guys may have a psychic ability, or you're just really good about picking up on patterns and clues. A great imagination, probably a big dreamer, and that's not a bad thing. That may have been some of the stuff that this other energy was putting you guys down about. Could have been saying that you're too sensitive as an insult. Could have been saying that you're just a dreamer and nothing that you ever thought about was going to actually be realistic. You guys have great emotional depth, and you're very interested in learning about things, especially about your emotional health. Very emotionally mature person. So at this time, if I'm speaking to you and this sounds like you, it's time for you to tap into your intuition to help get your independence back. Stop thinking the way that they have you thinking because they want to give you their opinion. Their opinion does not matter anymore. You have the moon. The number at the top is 18. Add it together, that's 9. That means get to work right now. So yes, get to work right now using your intuition and believing in yourself. This is no resolved surface pressure. So the moon in the upright, intuition again, back-to-back intuition. Basically, the moon is saying like you're walking around in the dark at night. The moon is not as bright as the sun, but it is light enough for you to see where you need to go. 1818, do not repeat the pattern, though. That's exactly what they want you to do with them. That's why you have to use your intuition at this point in time, because they are still trying to create a world of illusion for you. Probably very vague about what they've been doing. There's the instability against deception, so lots of lies. And you guys are probably in a, or recently have been in a state of anxiety and fear. Past conditioning affecting your present behavior. So that means that they've been triggering something that you guys need to work on. Some shadow work time, because this previous situation has been blocking your intuition by triggering something. But things are not what they seem, and that is exactly why you have to use your intuition. Trust your gut, not what you're seeing or necessarily what you're hearing. You need to start looking for the clues that the universe wants to leave for you at this point in time. Let me read 18 really quick for you guys. 18, your thoughts are the valve that opens and shuts your financial flow. As you stay positive, all the material resources you need come to you easily. However, worry can stop this flow, so ask your angels to help you stay upbeat, especially where it concerns money. So that's a great one for that to pop up for you guys, because this reading seems to be heavily about finances and someone messing with them. So your final card, reverse devil card. It's time to release yourself from the bondage of that situation and remove the chains. There's the greed again. Instability for the third time in this reading. This person, because that's who they are, that's who you've been dealing with, but you are ready to release them. They had you in a super dependent situation, but ultimately they made you get to the end of your rope. You're done with it. You got fed up. You put your foot down and you're ready to go. So I hope you guys got what you needed from this reading. It's straight tarot for you this evening. As always, take it as it resonates. If you need a more in-depth reading or a specific question I did not address this evening, I have a personal Facebook page, Mana, C-O-S-T-O-N, and I also have 2 Facebook groups, one private, one public, both named the same. Anything grows the mind, body, and spirit. And I post so much more than tarot because I too am going through an awakening and an ascension. So come on over. You might find somebody that resonates with you. I encourage you guys to post and communicate back and forth. You never know who you might meet. So as always, take it as it resonates. I say until next time, guys.